Here we go. It's going live. Good evening and welcome to Theamusante's Russia Round 4 live from Barcelona. And with me tonight to co-commentate is the legend that is Andrew Marr. Hello Andrew, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. A little bit tired after pulling another all-nighter with that stupid game that I keep playing. I'm totally addicted to.
Were you up all night?
4 in the morning.
Oh my goodness me.
I know, I've been doing that a lot lately and it's not good. I need to stop. I really need to stop.
I was going to say, you'll be wide awake by now then. If you must have slept a good bit of time after that then.
I tried to, but what's happening now is I'm now dreaming the game. I'm having nightmares of there's, sort of monsters coming at me and weird elven people, and I'm chopping them up with swords.
Oh well.
It's just really weird.
That sounds healthy. Well, we are here at Barcelona for round 4 of Theamusante's Russia. That's right, we've got the GT3 cars and we've got the GT4 cars. And at the moment, the GT3 cars are just finishing their qualifying. But look how close it is. I thought there was going to be a bit of a gap for Mike Williams, but it isn't. He is in pole position at the moment, but Sawyer is just 0.135 behind. Now, can you see all the details there, Andrew? Can you see the grid order?
What, on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all there.
Fantastic. So we've got the first
all very clear.
17 cars who have gone and done a time. It is Mike Williams in pole position so far. Then it's Sawyer in second, McDonald in third, Kalka fourth, Like in fifth, De Bruijn in sixth, Young in seventh, Sokak in eighth, Winnow in 9, Hoffler in 10th, Spiteri in 11th, Vaudry in 12th, Alethea Book in 13th, Sanfratello in 14th, Sanders in 15th. Is that Colonel Sanders? Schultz in 16th, and Lunn in 17th. And does not. Sorry,
his cousin Darius. No, it's his cousin Darius.
Is it? Right.
Darius Sanders. I've got the list of drivers. It's just there's a lot of letters and words, and it's kind of like finding the right name, So we've got John Sawyer, Darius Sanders, as we said there, Yannick Kalka, Yvonne Houflar. It's all there. George McDonald. He's a George.
Yeah.
George McDonald. He's got famous, isn't he, George McDonald?
Now, I will try and skip to my YouTube comments as well, because we're using race control to make sure we can see all the latest times. So let's go. In fact, as you can see there, they have just finished doing their the GT3 cars are now finished, so we'll go on to the GT4 cars. Let's see how they're doing. We'll start on with Striker in 18th officially, of course, but that is the first of the GT4 cars in that beautiful Aston Martin number 985. Now, Andrew, would you like to go through the teams and their drivers?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'm just trying to sort out my screen so I can see more than one set of information at once. Give me a second. I've just done the pop-out chat thing, so I can see a track guide and our comments. Right, yes. So we've got the following teams. I'll do my best based on the list that we've been given by the wonderful and lovely Matt Evans. Okay, we have GTWR, an RNG female racing team. Okay, and they are a pro team, which is Yvonne Houflar and Marin Edwards. Yvonne's in a Bentley Continental and Marin's in a Porsche Cayman. Then you've got the HY GGS Bosun Team Spider pro team with Yannick Kalka and Stephanie Greffert. Then you've got the Mark Menacers pro team with Mike Williams, not Mark Williams as we would call him before. Mike Williams in a V8 Aston and Maurice Stryker in another V8 Aston, but that's a GT4 car. So in order, when I say one name, that's in a GT3 car, and then the next second name is in a GT4 car, because that's how the team works in these things. One's a GT3 and one's a GT4 racer. And these are all the pro racers. And you've got Poupadou Racing with the Mamselle Alethea Book and Mark Lewis in an AMG Mercedes GT4. She's in the Ferrari 488. Then you've got Revolution Sim Racing Blue, a team with Tom Young in a Porsche 911 and Imre Horvath in an Alpina, or Alpine as we say in England. Revolution Sim Racing Green with James Lyke in a Bentley Continental and Axel Van Mol in a Porsche Cayman. Revolution Sim Racing Red team with Cobus Neal in a McLaren 720S and Colin Hines in a Aston Martin V8 GT4. Then you've got Roadrunner Racing with Darius Sanders in a Ferrari 488 and Clive Allen in a Porsche Cayman. Then there is SJ Motorsport with John Sawyer in a Ferrari and Dan Johnson in a V8 Aston GT4. Then you've got Team Name Racing. I guess that's not a mistake, that's just the name they've called it, Team Name Racing.
Easy to spot.
It's easy to spot. Anyway, that's Nelson de Bruin. I'm thinking that's how you say it. Bruin. Not sure how to pronounce that. In an Audi R8 and Gerald Turkia in GT4 R8. So both in R8s there. And then the last one of the pro teams is the Wild Kittens. Chris Baudry in a Porsche 911 and Kyle Govia in a Porsche Cayman. Then you got the AM teams. You got Arkansas Sugarbugs. That takes you back if you're of a certain age, watching wacky races, with George McDonald in a Lexus, V10 Lexus, and Mike Tucker in a Chevy Camaro.
Oh.
And the American version of the Capri, with a bigger engine, obviously. Then you got Eurobeat Racing with Jude Sokach in the McLaren 720S, and Daniel Balo. Oh, see, it's just, the writing's too small for me to see it properly. I think it's Balajinsky. I think. Okay, McLaren 570S. Then you've got Kraken Racing with Danny Erdman in a Ferrari 488 and Victor Dolmeyer in a Porsche Cayman. Then there's Lightning Motorsport with Dirk Winnow in a McLaren 720S and Jason Bravo in a McLaren 570S.
Wow.
Then there is 1% Racing with Danielle Sanfratello in a Bentley Continental and Remy Hayer in a Aston Martin V8. Then you get Rev Sport International. We are getting there with Adam Benjamin in a V8 Aston and Lennart Demuink in a Ginetta. Oh, first Ginetta that I've seen.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yes, a bit left field, but the Ginettas were pretty good back in the day.
Yeah.
Then the Squadra Valhalla, good old Vikings with Arduin Naam in a McLaren 720 and Oud Wagermakers in the 570 McLaren. Team Destruction with Andy Wilkins in the McLaren 720, Tom Bryce in the Mercedes AMG GT4. And then they got the Anthill Mob, another one going back to wacky races, with Tim Lunn in the Mercedes AMG and Dominic Joy in a Porsche Cayman. Transatlantic Racing with Simon Schulte in the Audi R8 and Nico Bonifon in Aston Martin V8. And finally, we have Weekend Pirates Racing with Michael Spiteri in the Bentley Continental and Edis Rudzitis, I think, in an M4, BMW M4, the first BM that I've seen on this, which is a recent addition, is it not? To the
yeah, the M4 is a new one. Yeah, it's a new update.
That's the one that came with the, was it last week, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it's a good car actually, a nice car. Yeah. That well done. You deserve an award for that one. That was a good bit. You can.
I should have got me reading glasses because I've got it on my little screen and it's too small. I need to make it bigger.
Yeah. So it looks like it is light here because it was dark for the qualifying, but it's actually a little bit light, which is something.
Matt sent you a message on the chat. Don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh. Give me a second.
Our Matt, as we like to call him.
Yes, 45 seconds for a pit stop loss, and I haven't seen any other ones here from Matt.
Is saying not on Discord, on the actual chat.
All right. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Here we go.
10 seconds.
Press escape and then hit drive in the game. Okay. There we are. That's it. Will do. That's
all sorted. So we've got all the times up. We can see everything really nicely. You've got full control of all the cameras and you've got race control. So as long as you can remember how to use it.
Yep.
Oh, you have minimised the application. There we go.
And there we go. They start their warm-up lap.
Formation lap. So, in order, we have Mike Williams, who's consistently one of the super fast ones, at the front.
There we go. Yep. I will put this on
John
here.
Sawyer, George MacDonald. Isn't he a
There we go.
politician, George MacDonald?
Could well be. Could well be.
Wasn't he one of the Labour politicians? Sort of Corbyn's main supporter, wasn't he? So he's obviously had enough of that, and he's decided to go into sim racing instead. Or it could be someone that just happens to have the same name. More likely, is it not?
I think so. I think you're right. This is a good one, isn't it? So it's getting darker here. Looks like it's starting at sunset. Here, let's look at the times. It's 21 degrees on track, and the race is at 7:08 a.m. So it's in the morning. So it is a morning race.
I thought it was a morning race. So it's
yeah.
Up and it should be getting lighter.
So they'll get more grip as they get on, and of course it's 60 minutes, and there's going to be plenty of action, plenty of overtaking, and they've got to watch as they start to come in and lap their fellow racers, because there's about a 10-second gap between the GT4 cars and the GT3 cars. So will Mike Williams drive away, or will it be a race?
He's usually, if not at the front, he's usually one of the quickest ones. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all ghosting.
Yeah, they're all ghosting through.
Oh my god! Oh, somebody's weaving in there. Oh, through the middle. They've got a shield from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Phase-shifting shield that can go through them.
Now I was going to say the grey cars, they are all the GT3s, and the blue cars are all GT4s, and the red car is the one that we're in.
The thing that's interesting to me is that George MacDonald, who's in second position in the grid, is in a GT4 car. You can see on the screen. If you've got a it's the AM class, isn't it? Sorry, I'm getting this wrong.
Yeah.
If you've got a white background, it's a pro driver. If you've got a red background, it's an AM driver. If there's a little triangular cutout in the bottom right corner of where the number is, that is the GT4 cars. So GT4 cars are bringing up the last 6 positions there.
Yeah.
That I can see on the screen. There may be more. Are there more cars off the bottom?
There are. Yes, we've got 31. We've got 31. Mike Edwards is in 31st place at the back of the field, coming up in the Porsche. But let's see
as it should be.
As they come out of the chicane. That's a great shot there.
George is an AM driver. Has obviously done a really great job to end up second on the grid.
Yeah, that is very good actually. Very good indeed. So here we go in Barcelona, Spain. Here we go. What a fantastic shot that is. Green light, and they are off. And I think McDonald he's had a good start, but so has Mike Williams. They come into the first right and left. Let's have a look at the helicam. Oh wow, look at that. They're 4 abreast just about. And the Lexus of McDonald. Oh, he's going to run wide. He's off. And then I think Mike Williams has regained first place. McDonald rejoins, but he's lost a couple of places. Down to 4th.
Maybe 5th.
It'll take a little bit of time for everything to update, but we've got Williams in the lead. McDonald, still saying actually that here we are. It's now we're on the way. Here we are. Oh, it's doing all sorts of funny things.
That's really.
We've got
McDonald.
Yeah, here we are. Mike Williams in first, Sawyer in second, Kalka third, McDonald fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, as they go down there, it's very, very close.
George really lost out. He tried to dive. He couldn't get it stopped on the going into on the inside line of turn 1, and had to go wide. But at least he didn't hit anything. Okay, dirty tyres. He lost a few places, but he's still there. There's an hour racing to go. He looks like he's being challenged, however.
Yeah, this is McDonald's car by Yvonne Hoofler in the Bentley. Oh, it's close. Look at that. We're seeing every minute detail.
Yvonne's a very keen and what's the word, competitive racer.
Yeah.
Racer.
When she sniffs a chance to make an overtake, I'm sure she's going to be right there. So they come into the chicane to end the first lap. It's very, very close. in the GT3s. You can see them all. Then there's a bit of a gap between the GT4 cars. On to the start-finish straight. Now we'll look at it from Mike Williams, who has pulled away a little bit from Sawyer, and then Kalka, and it's saying actually that McDonald has lost the place and gone into 5th.
Yes, to James Like, all looks like.
And then Hoofler is right behind there, but there's not much in it. Then it's 7th, it's Brun. Then it's Spiteri in 8th. Soka in 9th. Young in 10th. And Alethea is in 11th. Now, we're trying to remember where Alethea started. Did she start a bit further up, or she made up a couple of places?
Possibly, yeah. I've sort of got her on very low in the background, so I can just about hear her when she's yelling at someone. And I heard her yell, "Winnow! Winnow!" And then I saw that
Give me a second. I'll get the proper name of Winnow. Come on, where are you?
There we go.
Dirt Winnow was obviously having a bit of a battle with her because they were alongside each other. But now
She's ahead. Yeah, by 2 places.
She's 2 places ahead, though. She was 3 places, I'm sure she was 3 places.
She's just lost out to Mr. Young. I say Mr. It's going to be a Mrs. now, isn't it? Tom, yes, Mr. Tom Young in 10th now. Number 70, car 71. Oh, there's a bit of a dive there.
Coming from Tom. Oh no. Who are we on? Oh, Baudry. Tom's ahead. Baudry, yes.
Yep. And we've got Dan Johnston in 19th. I'm just trying to think. I think Striker is the first of the GT4s. If we look at this here, and that lovely Aston Martin, and he's pulling away slightly from Dan Johnson, and it's pretty close behind. If we go into Dan's car,
that's Mike's teammate in Mark Ministers.
Yes. Is that, sorry, did you say Striker was Mark's teammate? Yeah.
Yeah, Maurice Striker.
Yeah.
In the GT4 Aston Martin V8. So you've got, the lead GT3 cars and the lead GT4 car are the teammates.
Yeah. So they're got this in hand so far. Erid is up to 26. Let's have a look at some of the very close. We'll look at. This is Colin Hines in Revolution Sim Racing, and he is currently in 24th, and that's a number 22 car, and he is a pro. So the great thing is here, there's lots of opportunity, because whether you're an amateur or a pro, you can race in GT3 or GT4. And just look at these wonderful cars. Doesn't it look so good? That's the McLaren, isn't it? Then we've got Erid right behind. Let's have a look to see where.
Yes, that'll be a McLaren 570.
Yeah.
The GT4 McLaren to the 570 and the GT3 one to the 720. It seems.
And Erid is using, I think, the M2. I will quickly confirm that. Weekend Pirates Racing, a best of 156 so far, 0.660, and he's in the amateur class in GT4. So let's look at the closest battles. We have, in fact, we have Bonifon, who is having a big battle with Turkey, and it's hardly. Turkey is just a fraction behind. Oh, sorry, other way around. Turkey is just a fraction ahead. Now,
Erid's in the BMW.
Yes, yeah.
Erid's the only one in the BMW, so I just have to adjust my screen.
That is correct. Now we are on Dan Johnson's car. He's a pro, and he's in the GT4, and he is having a big battle here with Turkey, who is challenging, getting very close on the right and left.
See if you can do the helicopter cam with this battle, because that's quite a good view to see what's going on. You can really see
there we
when
go.
On good dives. It's better than
yeah, the wing cam.
No, not better than the wing cam. The wing cam's great. I like that kind of. I'm just thinking in Gran Turismo, when you do like the follow, the external camera, it's a bit dodgy. You can't really see what's going on. It's obviously been set up by the people that do Formula 1 television. Designed so that you can't see what's going on, whereas this, you actually following following everything that's happening in a little group, you know.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Now
Me lucky.
we've had the Porsche of Van Mol. Something's happened there, and he is in the pits. Currently, they're in the pits in last place and 31st. So there must have been an incident there, and you can now, as we come round, we have the leader, Mike Williams, in the Aston Martin, completing another lap.
Your racing control will show you if there's been a contact.
Yes.
So let's see.
could have-
Axel Van Mol is in 115, car 115.
Yes, there was contact between 115 and 97. Go
Do a
there.
rewind and show it.
So if I can,
If you remember.
there we go.
Well, this is Axel Van Mol. A replay. Hopefully, it will show us everything that happened.
I think it may not have
Right,
shown.
it didn't show enough of it. You can change the number of seconds of what it shows, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to get down.
Replay it, and I think you can. I remember what Matt was telling us. You can.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the one? That's the one. Is it?
Oh, there they go.
Yes, there you go.
There we are.
He
Oh, and he hit.
pushed his way past and then got tagged. And
Yeah.
that was bish bash bosh. So he's getting damage fixed. So we can go back to the proper racing now.
Yep, here we are. I will put it onto.
Live racing. So that's a bit of argy-bargy going on.
Right. Let's see. We'll go to Yvonne, which is like, but Hoofler's right behind. There's not much in it.
John
No.
Like.
This, of course, in real life has actually been that kind of sharp left-hander has been redone for the Formula One grid.
James Like. Sorry, not John. James Like. Oh, they remodelled it. Have they?
Yes, they've remodelled that corner. They've made it not quite as tight as in this version, but I'm sure it's going to be updated for next year.
Yes, I remember that from earlier in the year. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But I think everything else
Made
pretty much remains the same.
No difference to the overtaking in Formula 1. It's one of these things where they went, oh, let's spend all this money changing this because it'll be better. And then it's like, what? And Revolution Sim Racing Green, James Light.
And you can see that there's a 10-second gap per lap between the GT3s and GT4s here. And when you think the cars look quite similar, but it is quite a big change. And obviously the performance is vast in terms of probably horsepower as well as balance and tuning.
I don't know whether it's because of a setup or that's the way it's got to be, but I can't see any times or lap times apart from when you pick a car, it comes up with something in the bottom right for a short time and then that disappears.
Yes, it does. For example, if we go to Alethea,
So,
she's done a 146.2, and its best is a 146, last a 146.7.
okay.
So there we go in the number 10 car,
She's in a GT3 car.
in the yellow Ferrari.
So let's pick. I don't know. Let's pick. At the moment, the fastest GT4 car is Maurice Stryker, car 985. Can we go to 985 and have a look?
Maurice.
That's the top GT4 car. Then we can see what
Oh, no,
times
I'm
it's doing.
turn it.
146.6, 146.5. No,
Yep.
154. So yeah, 8 seconds.
Yeah, yeah,
At least 8 seconds.
yeah.
Imagine if you go to Mike Williams at the front, he'll be the representative of the fastest 144. So yeah, it's 10 seconds. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good going. And he is now 2.8 seconds ahead of Sawyer, and then Kalka is a further 7.5 seconds down the road, and then McDonald is 2 seconds further down. Then Like and Hoofler are the top 6. Then De Bruyne, Spiteri, Young, Alethea and 10th, so she's made up a place. And what's more, in fact, we need to have a look at this one, because there is Alethea right behind the car of Young. Tom Young, and as they come through Revolution Sim Racing, he can't afford to back off, otherwise Thea will make him mincemeat as she comes in to, is it turn 5 now? Or turn 4. Oh, she's catching, gaining all the way around the long right hander. You've got to watch. Some people run it wide onto the other curve, or some people take it very, very narrow. Crucially getting an early exit there to put the power on. Then this is the tricky left hander. It's quite a corner here. You've got to kind of Brake, try and get a bit of curve, but not too much. Nicely done. Then they straighten it out, watching out for those sausage curves. Then they come into the right-hander as they come onto the back straight. And the sun is shining just a little on the crowds there in the background.
Dew on the ground. Do you get dew in hot sunny Spain?
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane, but what about the dew?
They must get a little bit on the dust and probably on those curbs. I reckon all the dew's going to be on those curbs, so they need to watch out.
Jules. That's just you reminded me of that film Sisters, which I do like. Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yep.
it's a bit where they're in a nail bar, like a nail place, and they've got a Korean or some sort of generic East Asian lass. Let's go. You have juice. You have juice. It's been invited to a party. You have juice? She goes, Jews? Yeah, I'm sure there's Jews. No, you have Jews. Jews. Like a 10-minute segment where they're just deliberately misunderstanding each other.
Good old-fashioned silly humour.
That's alright.
Yeah. Anyway, so the banana yellow car of Alathea Book.
Yeah.
Trying to catch up. Tom Young.
It's a good battle here. Oh, look at that. You don't want oversteer in a Porsche 911. It's going to catch you. There they go.
Drifting.
Yeah, it's going to... Oh, that's dodgy when it comes like that. Coming through. It's now 7:39 a.m. in Barcelona. And the sun is beginning to lift. There, we're beginning to get a nice kind of sunrise. And we've got just over 46 minutes of the race to go. Look at that! Alathea's had a good run out. She's getting very close, going to the outside, hitting that curb. Can she do something here? Oh, they're all... Look how close it is. She's had a good... taking the apex there. Young runs a little bit wide, but there's really nothing in it in these cars in the top run. It's pretty close. Other than Williams, who is leading, it's not... There's a big group of cars right behind them. Now, let's see.
Approaching turn 16. Ready to go on the back straight.
We can see here.
How powerful is the slipstream on this? But then you've got to get it stopped for turn 1, so that you can negotiate turn 2. And of course, if you're on the inside for turn 1, you're on the outside for turn 2, and it just makes it. How many times I remember when DC crashed out in there a few times. Everyone remembers, Rosberg and Hamilton having their little argy bargy around this section.
Yeah, that's right. He got an incredible drive, didn't he?
Yeah, but then Rosberg just sort of moved right across and lifted off.
Yeah, so, and then it gave him no place to go.
Yeah, no place to go. Apart from into the back, and he wasn't going to give up.
Yeah. Now the pit window is open, so they have to do a stop, including a tyre stop, when they come into the pits. And if they miss the pit window, they're in big trouble. So they need to pit in the pit window, and that will last for half an hour. And roughly at quarter to, with 15 minutes left to go, then the pit lane will be closed. So they have to make sure they've got enough fuel, that the tyres are okay, and they can keep going. Oh, now there is a car going wide already. That is...
Somebody getting out of the way.
Yeah, a GT4 car being lapped. Let's have a little look.
Yeah, that's great. That's good to see him getting out of the way.
No, it's
gaggle of cars. They're not pulling away much from each other. Mike's got a bit of a lead, hasn't he?
Yeah, because we are currently following. It is De Bruin, but or kind of like is in. Let's see. There you are.
Yvonne in 6th. James Knight in 5th. George McDonald in 4th. Yannick Kalka in 3rd. Then you've got
There you go.
Our mate, Mr. Sawyer. I say our mate, I don't actually know him.
Like is in 5th, then Hoffler 6th, De Bruin in 7th, Spiteri 8th, Book in 9th. She's gone up a place. Let's see. She got ahead. She got
yes.
ahead. I think Young has lost a number of places. He's down to 13th. This
wow.
calls for race control. So now let's have a look. T Young is right down. Oh, he's in the pits. He's in the pits, that's why. And so is Sawyer. Sawyer has come into the pits as well.
Now they lose, according to our information, about 45 seconds in the pit lane. So I noticed in the last race the leaders were leaving it until the very last minute to take a pit stop.
Yeah. I wonder if they think there'll be an undercut if they can get the job done early.
Possibly, but I suppose if you're going fast, you want to build up. It's like in F1, if you want to build up a good gap so that you don't lose track position.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
problem you've got is maintaining speed. And if you're stuck, I mean, this is a notoriously bad track to overtake on. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to be behind it, people if you can help it. And at the moment we've got Mike is negotiating. Look on the map, plenty of blue cars, which are the GT4 cars on the map. And that's all he's got negotiating now. He's got almost the entire pit straight.
And Alethea comes in. She comes into the pits for her pit stop. And so has De Bruyne as well. He's come in as well.
On the track.
So they will come in and do that. Now, this puts... Look at this. Kalka is right behind Mark Williams, according to this. Oh no, that's McDonald. Maybe it hasn't quite added up yet. Alright, he's right behind McDonald. It was saying looked like he was in second place there. But there we go. We've got Kalka and McDonald in a very, very close battle. And they're about 14.5 seconds behind Mike Williams, who is currently leading. So he's not quite able yet to put his feet up and put his slippers on, but not far away.
I think with 41 minutes left to race, I don't think anyone can put the slippers on quite yet.
Unless they're racing slippers, of course. Ah, there is Erid coming up to be lapped.
Oh, that's a very snazzy.
Yes, the
livery,
pink and green. You're not going to miss that one.
No, it looks like someone's just had rhubarb and custard, rhubarb and blueberry pie, and thrown it all over a car.
Yeah, and Kalka's gone very, very wide there. But
That's an interesting line into those bends. Oh yeah, I mean it's one thing to miss an apex; it's another thing to be in a different county.
And there we have Spiteri also in the Bentley, who is now right behind Yvonne Hoofler as they come into the chicane. You've got to watch those curbs because it can really set your car up on two wheels if you're not careful. And Effler's gone quite wide there, but manages to keep the car okay.
I've got a reference for you.
Now, will we see an overtake?
Might do. Might do. You're going to follow these for a little while, see what happens. Same
There we
car. So it'll go down to
Look at that.
setup and driver skill. Yvonne taking as much as the road as possible to turn one. Was that turn one?
Yep.
Yes.
Turn 1 and 2 into 3. This is the long right-hander. It's so... Oh, look at that! Almost got balked by the GT4 car, but Yvonne has managed to...
Unfortunate. Where are you going to go? You're on a bend. Where are you going to go?
And now they're coming up to Erid. I'm sure he'll stay well out the way.
Really looked like he was floating there.
It did,
That
it
was
did indeed.
Very strange. Erid in his new hover BMW. That's the new ACZ update. They now have hover cars, presumably rocket powered. Who knows?
When you consider they've just been doing a little over 20 minutes racing and they're already beginning to lap the back markers, it says something.
They've been lapping back the markers for a while now.
Yeah, as they're getting through the field. That's pretty much towards the end of the field. Let's go to former teammate Jason Bravo in number 121 in the McLaren. He's currently in 26th place, so I think he's made up a couple of places, to be fair. And he is continuing on. He hasn't done his pit stop yet, as far as I can see. So he will have to come into the pits. And let's see how... He's roughly 4 seconds behind Hare in 25th. And then Erid is not that far away. So yeah, about 10 seconds or so
Midnight
between
blue
them.
Purple. Oh, a metallic midnight blue purple with snot green fluorescent accents. Very nice.
So there we go.
Johnny Bravo, Jason.
Now Dan Johnson is just 0.7 of a second behind Turkey.
And
Is he going to do a Dan Dare move? His best time was a 1:55.1, and he is in the Pro GT4 class.
Has he got a
Heading
signature
through.
move? Does he do a Dan Dare?
Oh, I don't know. He's pretty good. I mean, he's always right up there in the top of the field when we do our Thea's run on a Wednesday night. That
Well, I've magnified my screen a little bit, so I'd like to have another go at pronouncing Balachinski.
that sounds
Because I can see
very
it now,
professional.
so that's, well, you know, I'm going to just at least have to give people the courtesy of pronouncing their name right once, even if I screwed it up at the beginning. Daniel Balachinski. That's, you know, with Jure Sokac as the GT3 teammate of Eurobeat Racing. I presume they've got some kind of Eurobeat music going on in the cars as they drive in. Motivate them.
No, I'm just
That'll be
looking
the next
through
thing to
the
do.
fields
Liberty
here.
Media will bring that in. Liberty Media
We've
will bring
got-
in that you watch on Sky and you get to choose the music you listen to while you're doing it. Oh, what's Eric doing there?
Oh, he went right in front of Safratello. He's gone wide though to give him space.
He obviously
Yeah.
decided to take the corner as best he could.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's quite hard to see everybody. This bit at the end of the straight, it can be quite off-putting sometimes when that happens. But it's all good.
He would either brake and just get right off out of the way because he was approaching the corner and he would have ended up being right on the
Yeah.
on the apex. The thing is the GT3 cars can also brake much harder because of the extra downforce.
Yeah.
So difficult one. Probably better to just get out of the way before the corner. But like you say, you're not sure. You don't know who's coming up behind you necessarily. So
You know, we've got to be a bit kind.
Yeah.
he didn't put him off. He wasn't a Perez. He didn't get right in the way for 10 laps, did he?
No. Now, quite a lot of people have done their pits, and Yvonne Hoofler is in the pits as well. She's now currently in 7th place. That actually she's down to 10th place. Sorry, if I look at on the, yep, in there. That
Depends where you look.
yep. I know it takes a wee while for this thing to update on the main screen, but there's roughly 20 minutes to go for the pit window. But
See, everybody wave. So there's two cars in the pits. I can only see one detailed on the screen, but there was another car sat there. Unless that was a retirement. Oh, who is it that ended up at the back? Because of the coming together. I can't remember who it was.
it
now. What
was Van Mol. I think
Yes.
Van Mol is out. Yeah, they're still in the pits and they're 12 laps
So
behind.
there's only one active pit goer.
Yeah, yeah,
Anymore, she's out. According to my liquor screen,
yeah, yeah.
which is the big screen if anyone's listening.
Yeah, and Govier is in 30th, Edwards is in 29th, Hines 28th, Horvath in 27th, and Jason Bravo in 26th. Now I think I can see his teammate.
Four-way battle here, but you've got Schulte is challenging Sokac.
Let's see. Here we are.
That's a bit of a battle. But the
Oh.
GT4 cars are trying to get out of the way. Gets up his rear end. He's gone
He's
defensive.
blocking. Yeah,
Gone defensive. There was still room though. There was definitely still room. Oh, that GT4 car just parked itself. Was that a GT4 car there? It's not telling me who they are.
we're on with
There's
354, which
so
is
much faster, so that must be a GT4, but that just swept across in front.
yeah,
That Audi.
easy to cause an accident.
It's just a lack of awareness. I mean, it's difficult when you've got two classes. And so, I mean, when you see footage of Le Mans and the sports car racing, where you know, when you used to have the LMP1, LMP2, then the GT class and all this kind of stuff, the speed differentials,
Yeah,
not so much on the straights, but at any kind of braking zone or cornering, because of downforce, just on another level.
yeah,
How many accidents happen because you've got two people battling in a lower class, and then you know, somebody comes up in the lead of the race or trying to get the lead of the race. It's difficult. It's difficult.
Oh, he nearly
nearly
touched.
outbraked him.
Yeah, I thought maybe they had almost touched. It was
Oh,
looking
no.
pretty close. Now that
Just
is
missed him.
the 61 car for Dirk Winnow, who is Jason Bravo's teammate And this is the GT3 car, of course, and the AM GT3s, and already up to 5th place, which is a fantastic run. So hopefully we'll get some good points in that one. And looking...
Yeah, Dirk was fighting. Dirk Winnow was fighting with Taya earlier. If you remember.
Yeah,
she was ahead of him. But I guess that he's not pitted yet.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can say there. Although I think it would come up as orange, does it not? If they've still got a pit stop to do, or it's got a 1. So I do think maybe they've gone. Let's have a look
on your screen. Yeah, I can't see that. Remember?
Yeah.
You should have the information shown whether they're floating again. That is really weird. Yeah.
Now we know that Taya's done her pit stop. So yeah, if it's got a P on it, then they've been in. I think if it has a 1 next to it, it should be in, or it should be coloured to say that they've still got to do it. But I think pretty much everybody, as far as I can see, has come in.
And Dirk has come in, has he?
Yeah, I think so. There must have been maybe just they were got. Of course, for a long time, Thea was battling in that big group of cars, and you just wonder how much time they lost, because there's not much in it between Thea and then the cars in front. It's pretty close. Hoffler's just a couple of seconds in front, and then there's a 5-second gap to Lunn. Then Young is just half a second in front there. So yeah, so it's very, very tight.
Now, is there any battles going on? Because Taya's on her own there a bit. Though, with my record, I tend to, when I'm looking at someone, I tend to be looking at one thing. I go for a wander around the grid. I come back and I've missed somebody overtaking for the lead. It's sort of how it works. So,
oh, there you go. We've got Yvonne Hoffler trying to get through, and now will she get through it? Oh.
Tim Lunn fighting with Ant Hill Mob. He's probably got himself a Tommy gun with a. Oh, she's through.
Yeah. Look at the gliding. It's gliding round there. It's a great shot. This. I mean, you couldn't tell this isn't real. It's that good. It's pretty impressive from my view here.
And the sound. I've always loved the sound of the ACC cars from inside. You know, the whine of the straight cut gearbox, the bellow of the V8.
Yeah.
Always good.
It's hard to tell the difference between.
Well, I can tell the difference because you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, of course. But if you
don't want that. Oh,
that's a car coming in. That is Winnow. Is that Dirk Winnow coming in? I wonder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they hadn't fitted.
Yeah.
You've got James Light. You've got Dirk Winnow, and you've got Chris Baudry. Chris, come on. Where are you, Mr. Baudry?
No.
Yes, Chris, I got it right. Great, working. Yippee. So at the moment, we've got Tim Young. We're on board with Tim Young, are we?
Yep. Yes, we are.
Now that's
Tom Young.
Tom Young.
Yeah.
Tim Lunn. I was just thinking. I was getting confused with the battle with Yvonne and yeah, okay.
There they are, coming up to lap. One of the GT4 cars. Oh, the 100 car there. That was close. That was R. Hare, who's currently in 23rd. This
Nelson
is
De Bruin in his Audi R8 Evo. Nice white colour. I do like the R8. Always have the V10 R8s. Very nice. But not the latest one. If I was to buy one, he outbrakes himself. Couldn't get it stopped. Those sausage curbs don't do anything, do they? They're going over them anyway. Grass. Bring back grass. Not gravel. Grass. Just put grass everywhere, and then there won't. Not fake grass, not the plastic grass.
You can feel it sliding. Look at that. Oh,
that sausage curve did something. Lost a good second there.
No. Oh, in the pits there. Sorry, wrong one. Yeah. Things are updating. Now this. I'll go to the Helicam.
Simon Schulte.
Let's look at the battle so far. Now we've got
Sam
Alethea,
Fratello.
who is out of the pits and now up to 13th. And she is ahead of Winnow, who has a stop-go. Look at, oh no, my goodness, look, the penalties are being thrown out. My goodness, Winnow's got a 30-second stop-go. Baudry's got a 30-second stop-go. And there's a drive-through for Striker.
So, is there anything on your little computer that tells us what's happened and why?
I was going to say, our next step is to the race control. To the steward's office we go. Now, let's see.
Michael, we don't want this. Don't do it.
No, it was
Hi,
985.
Michael, it's Christian Horner here. Come on, I think that we want a new world champion now, don't we?
Oh,
What's
there we
going
go.
on?
There's
What
been.
the hell?
I love these contacts. So look at this. We can go through. Oh, it's hovering again. And then this is between.
That
No.
was the incident that caused was that the 30-second stop drive through?
Yeah.
Stop go. Oh, another one there.
Someone's very far wide.
Palachinski's also got a stop a drive through.
Yep. Now, but I was going to say a 355. Let's have a look to see what happened there. Right, so they must be in the pits getting that just now.
Yeah, they're just pulled away.
Where are they?
Sokach is in the pits.
Let's quickly have a
Monifron is in the pits. Striker has got the drive-through. Mike's in the pits, so Mike's finally gone into the pits from the lead.
All right, we will quickly go back to that.
With 10 minutes of the pit window left. I think the last race he did it with like 3 minutes or something to go. So the tyre wear must have been less, or he had fuel on the last time.
Now there are two female racers there. We've got Alethea and Yvonne Heffler. We've got the Bentley versus the Ferrari. Now these two are good friends. We met them at the party a few months back. But what are they going to be like on track? Because they're both had their pit stops. Alethea's got very fresh tyres. Can she make that Ferrari dance away and pass the Bentley? Or can the Bentley hold its line and keep her behind? What do you think, Andrew?
Well, I don't know, because my understanding of the Bentley is it's a benign car to drive. You know, easy, not easy to drive. I think that's the correct way of putting it. But you know, it's easier to drive. It's more forgiving. And didn't Taya find the Ferrari a bit twitchy?
Yeah.
She seems to be getting grips with that Ferrari quite well.
Yeah.
Getting to grips. Getting grips. Hello, English. Getting to grips with that car. So, she's catching her up.
Yeah, she's keeping the pressure on.
Definitely.
Had a good run through the chicane. Now, will the top speed? What will the top speed of the Ferrari be like on the straight?
Let's have a look. Well, it's going to have a big hole punched into the air by that Bentley Continental.
She's just done a 1:45.7 was her best lap. The last lap was a 1:46.3. So the Bentley is, I think, able to hold its own just on the straights there.
But it's not quite so good on the corners by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Setup makes a big difference here though as well. I mean, it's interesting you were saying that they'll be gathering more grip as the session goes on. But
Yeah.
of course, the other possibility is if they set it up to have a lot of grip and the temperatures at 7 a.m. and then at 7:45 it's a lot hotter,
Yeah.
you know, you're then outside of the temperature window for your tyres, aren't you? So
It's saying now it's 23 degrees. That's a nice warm morning. That's 23 degrees warmer than it is currently where I am. That so I think we're at -1 at the moment here in the northeast of England. But we're watching a fantastic race of the two female racers here, Yvonne and Alethea book Theamusante, who of course is hosting the Rush Hour series as they battle it out to see who can get 8th place. Currently Yvonne is in that 8th place and Alethea is right behind. So we've got a good battle there. We'll stay with it just for a wee while.
it seems to pull closer. Seems to reduce the gap in the last few corners.
Yeah,
Towards
that's
the
it.
end of the lap, and then not do so well.
Oh, she's close here. Well, she was quite on.
Yeah, but this same position last lap. I'm being told by Matt on the chat that the don't go around the outside there. There was nowhere to go there. Difficult. Had to back out.
I think she's got a good drive off though.
Very close now. Very close now. But
Definitely closer than what she was. But she's out the pit. She's kind of coming out of that slipstream very early. Wants to try and stay in that maybe.
Right, Matt's saying that the penalties are for speeding in the pit lane.
Ah, right. Fair range smell for. Okay, no problemo. You got to put those limiters on.
Yes, or you'll be having a limited amount of time to think about it.
And there we go.
So, have you got?
No.
You don't have to go away from this battle because they are having a bit of a ding dong, and it's good to see them on screen.
Yes, Spitteri's also not far away now. He's catching up. It's just less than a second, just 0.7 in fact.
Oh, that'll make it interesting.
Because
I'm just wondering, what's Mike's lead at the front light? Can you see that without?
Yes, he's 9.6 seconds. In fact, just nearly 10 seconds now ahead of Sawyer. So he's very much in control at the moment.
Absolutely.
And then McDonald is back up into third, 12.9 seconds behind, and just 3 seconds behind Sawyer. Then it's Kalka in fourth, De Bruyn in fifth, Young is up to sixth, and Like is seventh, Hoofler is eighth, Thea is ninth, Spiteri is 10th. And now it looks as if Thea has dropped back slightly, with Spiteri hot on her heels.
It's all happening here in España.
And there they go. That's another good shot there. That's a TV camera too.
Come true. Now there were some interesting ones. Matt was showing us where you can look from inside the cabin.
Yep, that is inside Thea's car.
Was there some angle ones?
You can see her there. There she is.
Yeah, that's pointless to me. That's the one.
Yeah.
Because you can see, but you can also see out.
There we go. There are blue flags waving.
Blue flags. Get out of the way. You don't want to do that.
And of course, there's the bonnet cam.
The man
this is a good shot. Look at that. There is Jason Bravo. Oh, come on. He's going to go over one side or the other. There we are. And into the left-hander. Almost taking out Horvath. And he has done. Can she keep going? Oh, come on. Quick. On and back on the track. And there goes Spiteri. So poor old Thayer has lost a place. It's still saying she's in.
And will now have damage.
Maybe just a tiny wee bit. But we saw that happen.
Oh, somebody was off the track there.
Yeah, that was Spiteri, and it just came across
car 97.
Car 97. 97 is Govier, who's in 30th.
Yeah, it was parked at the side. So here they go, caught up again
so
now.
We've got 25th and 26th having a battle, which is Jason Bravo and Horvath, and then we've got Thayer trying to
get out the way.
Yeah.
Time as he did, to be fair, the last time.
Yeah.
But then you've got this chappie here
who has kept going in the Alpine.
Howard.
There we are.
One and only Alpine.
Horvath.
Well, that Horvath and that Alpine, that was the one that didn't get out of the way before.
Yeah, and now
instead of getting, and to be fair, Taya went for a move, and it really shouldn't have. Because I know Jason Spiteri was right behind her, but still, she lost more.
Yeah,
it's
she's
now
now
because
no, she's 4.5 seconds, but she's lost 4.5 seconds to Spiteri, and about 7 seconds to Hoofler, just in the last lap or two. So it shows you pay a big price for any mistake. But can she catch up? Let's see.
It was just a risky bit of impatience, I would imagine. Trying to get past the slobber car, making the assumption that someone knows you're there, and they're a GT4 car, they've got the blue flags, you should get out of the way. But you know, halfway around the corner, that was going to be an ever-changing gap. If they haven't got out of the way on the straight, they might get out of the way on the corner.
Yeah. Now we've got Young, who is just less than a second behind De Bruyne in fourth.
I'm Young. Is he going to sing? Oh, no, that's Tom Jones. Somebody else.
It's pretty close here.
Oh,
Here they come to the Aston Martin. Going to do a slingshot out just like Alonso. Bonifon, number 15. There he goes. Now there's less than 20 minutes to go, and the pit window is shutting in just over 2.5 minutes. It's gone so fast. It's been quite a race, actually, isn't it? Very, very, very fast.
Better than a sprint race in Formula 1.
The only person that's making it look very slow is Mike Williams, who is out there 13 seconds ahead of everybody else. And he's ahead of Sawyer in second, Kalka third, De Bruyne in fourth, and Young in fifth, which is the car that we are on at the moment.
Is it worth following him with the dash cam or with some kind of cam where we can see the lines, Mike, just for a lap or two? Just to see, because I find that quite interesting to sort of see.
So like a bonnet cam like that? That's a bonnet cam.
Something where we can see what Mike's doing that makes him so much faster.
All right, yep.
Yeah, like that maybe.
That wonderful sound. That's a magnificent sound.
Boring V8.
What a great sound. They've got to keep those going. By 2030 you won't be able to buy one.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it, mate.
Yeah, let's hope they reverse that
The whole
decision.
of the world economy is
Yeah.
destroyed because of some ideological backtrack. You know.
But yeah, Britain and Europe, if they continue on that way, it will be over in terms of being over petrol.
That you'll be able to replace all of the cars in the US and Europe with electric cars
in less than 8 years,
well,
or just over 8 years.
You know, there's a limited amount of materials for the batteries, and yes, battery technology. I mean, I've looked into battery technology. It's a bit of an interest of mine anyway. And there's amazing things they're doing with various types of polymer batteries and all sorts of stuff like this. However, you know, nanotubes. It's all very clever, and I love it. However, this is not industrial scale technology, and it is not cheap. And the rare materials that are needed, and energy that's needed to create these things. And the public's just swallowed this stupid idea that it's an environmentally friendly alternative to a normal car. And it's just not. It just isn't. You know?
Yeah.
It just cracks me up how stupid the human race really is. You know, they paint that idiot Clarkson as an idiot. He is. But it turns out he was right.
Now closed.
Oh, look at that.
But no one was listening because, here we go, bit of a battle going on.
Striker gets out the way. Young gets out the way.
Are we going to get the same? No. That's what Taya should have done, I guess, last time.
I'm sure she's going to appreciate that from you, Andrew. You'll be sending you a Christmas card. She'll be.
I don't get Christmas cards. Who's going to send me a Christmas card? I got a great Christmas present though, so I'm not unhappy. I'm happy champion. So, you know, what can I say? Merry Christmas. Listen, I'm not called our James Hunt for nothing.
Yep, exactly.
I have not insulted her. She's so much better than I am. So much faster than I am.
And there's Dan Johnson.
Yelling. I can't go, oh, like that, just anything like her. So.
You were singing earlier on, I thought, too. That was quite good, you were singing, I thought.
Well, you know, I used to. I've not sang properly for years. I sing in church and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, Turkey has gone white.
What is going on here? What is going on? Are these two fighting each other? Are they?
Young is the one who's ahead. Oh, that was a fairly close cut off there.
Actual battle for position.
Oh, watch out, you don't go wide.
Yeah. Couldn't get it to stop after having the line compromised by the back marker.
This is a great battle.
I
think this is a good...
Simon! We got Simon in the chat. Yes, I did a bit of singing. I went, my, Delilah. I was doing the Tom Jones joke. Somebody called Tom Young, and I was just, yeah, I've been recorded. I've been recorded on the CD. Part of a choir.
Oh, look at that. He's caught up coming out of the heavy left there, the sharp left.
Yeah.
This is not over till they get the checkered flag.
Which is 12 minutes 41 seconds away.
Yeah.
Plenty of things can happen in 12 minutes. I know, that's half an episode of 30 Rock. Yeah, I like them. They're catering to my ability. Oh, good slipstream. Here we go. Clearly ahead. What's going to happen? Is going to be a fight back.
Yeah.
Green grass opposed. Nearly couldn't get it stopped. Got a bit ambitious. Again, it's easy to get a braking point when you've got someone in front of you. Much harder when you're the lead car.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? But he's done it. Like is now in 4th place. Can he hold on?
A long double apex corner, that one, isn't it? Was that turn 12?
More blue flags as Light continues to overtake and to go past the back market. That's Griffith, who's currently in 18th. And this is a crucial corner. You've got to get as much speed as you can going onto the back straight. Can't we do a helicam there? There we go.
Stefan or Stefan.
Oh, they're going wide onto the gravel. She's going to have dirty tyres. They've had to cut right the way through. Mr. Chicane, the Audi is blocked, and Young retakes 4th place. Well, that was something I almost said it's happened, but I fear it was predictable, as Murray Walker would have said after, like Senna and Prost in 1990. It's happened immediately. But Young has managed to retake 4th place. But that's questionable because De Bruyne, Like had to really, came right across De Bruyne as they rejoined in the Audi.
Do you want to replay? Do replay. Go back.
Let's see.
Seconds or 15 seconds.
No, that was we were looking at the 114 and 123. I don't know if they've actually made any contact.
You don't have to do it. You can just. There's buttons that can take you back a set number of seconds anyway. Remember?
Oh, of course, yeah, that's it.
So you'll need to go back at least 30 seconds now.
Let's see. I think we were just a little bit more.
Just before that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hang on.
You can set a custom time. Murray's in the house. You can set a custom time.
There they go. Look,
there you go.
He went wide.
So, he went wide. Couldn't get it stopped.
Oh, and blocked right.
Was that an unsafe rejoining? I don't know.
No, it's certainly
no contacts. But
And there they go.
Braking mistake. But of course now, under pressure from De Bruyne.
With less than 10 minutes to go, this is the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Nelson De Bruyne, right up the chuff of James Like, who doesn't like it. He doesn't like him up in.
Now Spiteri has caught right up with the Von Hoofler. And if we look at this, look at that.
Nice reference for you.
Oh, look how close.
Again.
Oh, fantastic.
Bentley. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
It is. And Alethea is a good bit down the road.
I saw Lexus, but that's George McDonald who's behind them.
She's managing it on turn 1 into turn 2.
You can go defensive there, and if they're not actually alongside you, they have to blend in behind you or go off the track.
Yeah.
This is why Barcelona's rubbish for overtaking. It's just everywhere that braking zones. There's either fast sweepers, braking zones where you don't get an advantage by being alongside and on the outside.
Yeah. It's getting warmer too. 24 degrees now, and it's 4 minutes to 9 in Spain. I thought he was going to drive straight into that McLaren. And now, as a result, she's been compromised heavily coming up the right-hander, up the hill, and into the second right, onto the back straight. They need to get a good run through here. It's the closest it's been. Wills
practically have a cup of tea on the wing of the car in front. I mean, they called it tea tray for a reason.
And look at that, McDonald has caught right up as well. Right there now. All it takes is one little slip. In fact, let's go on to the passenger cam of Spiteri.
Look at the wing cam. See if there's a cup of tea on there. Look how close, 3 cars. Tell you what, why don't you go on to McDonald's dash cam, because then you can see all 3.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can see if any action happens on 3 cars.
That Lexus sounds
all
amazing.
closing up.
Look at that. Oh, it's
10.
There's-
10, is it a V10 the LCF?
oh, he's going for it.
Down the inside, can you get it stopped?
Yes, I think.
Come on, George. Get on with it, George. I don't know if he's Scottish, but George McDonald is Scottish. Even if he's like American or Russian, with a name like George McDonald, you've got to do it in a Scottish accent.
The thing is, George was right up in 3rd place, so something must have happened to George. Did he get a stop go? Did he get?
I don't have that information in front of me.
Oh, there goes Yvonne's gone wide, and now George has gone up into 7th place, and Yvonne has lost 2 places. Spiteri has also gone through.
What's happening to Mamselle Book? But she's yelling her head off.
Now she is about 6 seconds behind Yvonne
Got
in the
someone
Ferrari.
right behind them. Is Sokat's right behind? Yeah. There was a
Oh, there's a yellow flag. Somebody's gone off. There's a yellow, but they've rejoined.
Ooh la la! Voyons! Fromage! Champs-Élysées! Loopy! Croissant! Get my croissant and throw it out the window at you!
I did actually watch the French, the new Grand Tour today, the Carnage à Trois, which was very good. I did actually enjoy that a lot.
Oh, as in Clarkson?
Yeah, the new one. It's actually very good. Very good.
I've not been on Amazon for like a few days.
Yeah.
I'm kind of busy.
It was just out today. It's a well worth a watch. Now look.
Busy obsessively playing because tonight, today, the first episode of the series 2 of The Witcher appeared on Netflix.
All right.
And I'm trying not to watch it because I want to watch the whole of series 1 again and then watch it.
Okay.
But it's possibly my favourite TV show of the past 20 years.
Wow.
And that's saying something. There's just absolutely nothing. All the stuff that modern TV people are doing that makes me want to spit isn't being done on The Witcher. It's just doesn't patronise audiences. People get dying off and being killed and bad things happen. You know, all stuff that modern audiences can't take apparently because we're all like going, oh, I'm offended by criminal dying. It's got to be brought alive again, isn't it? Yeah, no, they don't do that. Something bad happens, chop it there enough. Yay!
Now, so Thea has got a lot of pressure here to be able to withstand as we come into the last 3.5 minutes of the race.
I want to remember the French name for English custard. Oh, what's it called? I've got cordon anglais in my head, but that's an instrument. Oh, come on.
Oh, he's gone wide. Oh! That is,
gone.
it's away now. So Katka's.
Mid-engine cars.
Yeah.
Once
So-
it's gone, it's gone.
Oh, Alethea's got a 15-second penalty.
Why?
I wonder,
What's she done now?
that must have been surely another. Was it another stop go?
Track limits? Matt, are you listening? Do you get track limit ones on this? 15 seconds? Why would Mamselle Banana Yellow Custard get 15 seconds? That's not right.
Well, I'd say that's not right. It might be right. I'm asking Matt, and he's the steward.
Michael Messi, what are you doing? The French team, we cannot lose.
Oh,
no?
somebody's gone wide. Watch out there.
Oh, that was thingy.
Crème anglais. Core anglais. English, yes, I know, chili dog, yes. Exactly. That's why I got core anglais, but I knew it was wrong. I got the anglais bit and the cur. Thank you very much. See, chat challenge.
Exactly.
Chat challenge. Why has Ansel Book got a 15-second penalty? Matt, anybody? Other than driving a banana yellow Ferrari, which is penalty worthy anyway. It's banana yellow. It's a Ferrari. What the hell? What's going on now?
Now here we go. We're back with the battle with Like and Young. It's down to just half a second.
Telling
They're
people
not-
off. She's telling people to stop saying something. I just want to check on her stream.
Oh, there's Like and Young coming past Erid and Horvath. Oh, and they're trying, and she's challenging, and they touch. They go off at turn 1 and 2. They've touched there.
All happening.
Now, has she given the place back? Or is that car damaged? But yeah, I think she's given the place back. Or sorry, I say she, I presume it could well be a he actually. It is 5. Sorry, James, like, I do apologise. I don't know why I thought that. I think it was I was getting confused with the earlier. I do apologise. James,
Right.
you're definitely man.
I don't make mistakes.
Obviously.
It's because we were following Tia earlier on. Oh, and Erin gives a little wide berth there. A little bit of a, I say, I'm right there doing a bit of what I would do at Elbows hat-trick move there. But Light continues on. James, like,
YouTuber, coming through.
Oh, that was a really bad Scottish accent.
Right, man. Leader's on the final lap. Give it all you can.
leader
just
is
think
on
Edinburgh.
the final lap. It
I'm
is.
from Edinburgh. You got to sound like you're really smooth. Or you start with the phrase wait.
Mike Williams here in the Aston Martin GT3. He's been unchallenged pretty much all the way through the race. And he starts his last lap now as the timer counts down. With Sawyer.
Haven't got a thing. 15 seconds must have been for smashing that GT4.
Yes.
Maybe. Because she
makes
did go
sense.
into it. Yeah, that's probably what it. That's what it.
Delayed destruction.
There they go. Now,
He saw it and went, I'll kill you.
Young is also very close to De Bruyne. In fact, let's have a little look at that.
Yes.
So the race stopwatch is now finished, and the last laps are being begun. Mike Williams is on his last lap. Now Like has got a 15-second penalty too. I wonder if that was for the coming together
Everyone's getting them. Everyone.
with Young. That must have been that for that.
Colonel Sanders has also done 15 seconds.
Yep.
Well, it's not Colonel, it's Major. It's his younger brother, Major Sanders. Which again reminds me of another one of my favourite films.
Which Richie Roo doesn't like. Bizarre. Spaceballs.
I think he said Spaceballs he didn't like, but whatever. What's the matter, Sanders? Chicken!
Oh, I could do with some chicken now that you're telling me about that, man. It seemed like my spaghetti bolognese was a very long time ago. But I might be getting some tomorrow.
Sausage, egg, chips, a little bit of liver, and 2 fried eggs. That's what I had.
And there goes Mike Williams finishing the race in first place. A fantastic win. Well clear of Sawyer and the rest of the field. And there go the fireworks.
She's still yelling at someone. Who's she yelling at?
Well, Erid is in front of her.
Oh well. Everybody just smashed into her. She does that to her. Do it to everybody else, but it's to her. It really is. It looks like one of the sour sweets you used to get. Like
Yeah, doesn't it?
Sour.
You'd get at a
With the
fairground.
Fruit.
Yeah, it does. You're absolutely right.
Pick that BMW up and suck on it.
And there they go.
It makes sense
Thea
now what she was yelling. Get out of the way.
Finishes 10th. But she, Soka was only a couple of seconds behind. So I think Thea will have to take that penalty.
I
And
think that's why she wanted them to get out of the way.
yeah,
15 seconds might have set her back one.
yeah. It's still showing that she is 10th in the official running. But there we go. But what a race! It went past incredibly quickly. And Mike Williams is doing lots of burnouts.
Now that's a nice bit, isn't it? The sound of that, the look at that Ferrari is crème anglaise, you know?
Yeah.
But it's an Italian car, so would that be crème italiano? That colour?
I suppose.
Crème italiano!
And
Italian cream.
I wonder if Erid, he's also finished, and then has Jason also finished? We've all the cars now are pretty much there, have finished their last lap. But what a run! What a race!
Strangely, Mike won.
Congratulations to Mike Williams. A
He's
great.
so quick, isn't he? He's so fast.
Well, what a lot of fun that was. There was action, there was disaster, there was controversy, there was cars that looked like snot, cars that looked like funny nasty sweets.
Yeah.
Great V8 sounds, 2 cars with a really nice V8 sound that were in,
And
a nice V10.
I'm trying to find the first GT4 car. Who was the first GT4?
Effect by the looks of it there. Number 16. 18th.
Yeah. Who's going to make you dizzy? There you go.
And then I'll be depositing some of on in front of me.
There we go. That was a fantastic race. And
Mate, that was good, that.
they're going to go into Thea's chat room now to get the interviews sorted out.
Chitty chat.
And that's the thing. But we'll probably finish it up there, I think.
Tell me, before we go,
Uh-huh.
when she does the interviews, does she say, how do you feel for coming third? Because I'm hoping that just as the racing in her series is better, that the interviews are better too.
I'm sure they are.
Less like the moronic interviews that seem to happen in the pit lane. Oh, Lewis, how do you feel for coming second? Punch in the face. Oh.
Oh, did you see that on that last wee bit there? They're saying that the new FIA president, who replaced John Tott, is it Saruliam, some chap, is saying that Lewis Hamilton may have broken the rules by not attending the awards show yesterday.
To which I'll be picking my fingers right up his nose and saying, well, I don't have to come back, mate. Bye. Because you do know that, what's that big Austrian fella called? Toto Wolff has said that he cannot guarantee Lewis will be back next year.
Yeah. He
And it's just...
had a very good video on it yesterday. I really felt for them. Really felt for Toto, actually. They've been massively taken aback and stunned, I think, by what's happened, and I think what we were talking about in our video yesterday was very accurate, and I think does actually portray the feeling of a lot of F1 fans out there. That, but we'll be back in the new year.
It's not a support thing. It's not a support thing for either driver. It's a disgust thing of the way the authorities and the people that should be above any kind of doubt, not doubt, what's the word above reproach.
Yeah.
Looking like they're fixing things.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like they're fixing things.
Yeah, yeah,
Ridiculous. It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
yeah.
Anyway,
It's
carry
never
on,
it's
sir.
it's never going to work like that. So here we go. Now that was the Barcelona race here on the 17th of December, and we'll be back on the 7th of January. The next race is Zandvoort on the 17th of January. Similarly, it's going to be cloudy with a possibility of some sunshine, but I'm sure it'll be a sunny race for sure. So, we'll be back on the 7th of January for the race there. But you've been watching Theamusante's Rush Hour series with round 4 at Barcelona. That's been won by Mike Williams in the GT3. And it was in GT4, Andrew?
Griffith.
Griffith. Yeah, the top finishers.
Stefan.
It's not Stephanie. But it's Stefan.
Now, Chili Dogger says, don't count on it being sunny. So the 15 seconds must have been for smashing that GT4. Yeah, that's true. That is correct. But thank you to everyone who's been watching today on the Hugh Hatrick channel as they've been doing the commentary for Thea's fantastic Rush Hour series. Well done to all the drivers, all the competitors, and have a fantastic weekend and a great Christmas and New Year. And we'll see you on the 7th of January. It's bye from me and bye from Andrew.
Good night, folks. Oh, boom.